For an ordinary person to beat a professional taekwondo fighter, the first step is to create a slippery surface. That way, the opponent's kicks can't fully extend. Jack used exactly this trick. He sprayed water all over the bathroom floor, turning it into a narrow and slick arena. Then he put on shoes with excellent traction, which immediately boosted his odds by 40%. But he didn't expect that even if a taekwondo pro wasn't great with punches, their overall skill was still far beyond someone like him. Jack quickly realized Taehoon could move incredibly fast, even on a slippery floor. When Jack had fought Mike, he could at least create some distance, but now it felt like there was nowhere to run. Then a viewer in the livestream chat sent a tip. Watch Taehoon's feet closely. It looked like he was about to slip each time he moved, but in reality, he was adjusting his stance to stay balanced while closing the gap. As a professional, he knew exactly how to use footwork to trap his opponent. Once Jack figured this out, he stopped running and started countering with low kicks. It wasn't that he believed this would win him the fight. He simply knew Taehoon's punches were so fast that he couldn't even react in time to use his no-pain guard technique. If he kept running, he would run out of stamina, so he had no choice but to fight back. Carl, watching from the side, felt embarrassed. Every time Jack threw a low kick, he yelled out the move's name. Carl didn't know this was part of Jack's plan, a distraction tactic he had used against Mike before. Back then, it let him land a clean heavy punch and win. Jack pretended he was going for a low kick, but at the last second, he went for a leg grab takedown instead. This was the move he had truly been aiming for. The training video Jack had watched said that, once you put a taekwondo fighter on the ground, the fight was basically yours. The reason most amateurs failed was that they didn't pull from the back of the opponent's knee, do it right, and even a huge guy could be taken down easily. Jack had practiced this, and it worked perfectly, but the video also warned, if your opponent is a professional, don't rush to start punching after the takedown. Instead, reach behind their back, grab their collar, and pull hard while crossing your other arm to apply full force. This would compress the carotid artery, knocking them out in 10 seconds. Jack had done a month of closet hanging training to build the grip strength needed for this, but Taehoon calmly reminded Jack, you forgot about my legs. Jack didn't get it at first. Taehoon noticed this was Jack's first real fight. Then Jack remembered. The video warned never to get too emotional. The weaker you are, the slower and calmer you should be, making sure each step is set before moving on. Jack, lost in the thought of victory, had completely skipped his basic stance. Suddenly, another viewer message appeared. Taehoon was letting himself get caught on purpose. His real goal was to remove Jack's traction shoes. Jack's heart sank. He remembered what the video said. If you can't shut down a taekwondo fighter's kicks, your best bet is to run. Meanwhile, Kevin was watching the livestream on his phone. Beside him was Mary, who didn't want to talk about Jack. Kevin told her Jack's opponent was a professional fighter. She said she didn't care, but when Kevin said Jack's move had worked, she leaned in to see if he had one. Kevin only needed one glance to know Jack had lost. He turned off the phone immediately, not wanting Mary to see Jack's downfall. Back in the fight, Jack was in despair. He apologized to the viewers, saying he couldn't save his channel, but Carl refused to give up. He asked Jack if he didn't want to make money. The thought of cash fired Jack back up. He analyzed quickly. Taehoon's dominant leg was his right, but that foot was now wearing the traction shoe, meaning he could only kick with his left. Jack decided to try the leg grab again, but his lack of experience showed. One casual kick from Taehoon knocked the wind out of him. His mind went blank. Carl shouted for him to stay calm. Jack tried to attack first, but Taehoon confidently spun into the only taekwondo move that allows you to turn your back to your opponent, the signature spinning back kick. The kick landed clean.